best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW-loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skill.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Like, if you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. We don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radio Land. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer awesome.
That's right. When you want your beer awesome, you call us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes.
And also Periscope.
Yes, all the Periscopers out there. What? It's going to be a thing.
We had a question on Periscope. What happened to that beer money guy? And JoJo was asking. I think she was. They were asking about Bobby Roode, as we did talk about in our first show. He decided to leave terms with TNA. They just, they had a mutual agreement, and he didn't want to be there anymore. It's that simple.
Yeah, he's from what I heard, he's tired, need a break.
Yeah.
That's the reason I don't think he'll go to WWE. I think if he goes anywhere, it'll be Global Force, because Global Force will be much more relaxed work schedule. So
yeah, I think now after you saying he's tired and stuff, he wouldn't make it in WWE because their schedule is just a lot more hectic.
Right.
So, yeah.
Some other wrestling news I forgot to talk about earlier.
Yeah.
Lewis and Levert, formerly known in NXT, to debut in TNA. If you remember, they fought Kaz and Enzo, and it was a big Frenchman that got his head shaved.
Yeah, I remember them.
So they are now in TNA. TNA also signed three other new talents. There you go. You see, they're spending money on other talent. They signed Cherry Bomb, Pepper Parks, and Mr. M80. All independent scene guys.
What are those, fireworks or people? Like, seriously, Cherry Bomb,
Pepper
M80?
Parks. You got Pepper Parks?
Yeah, like, what is this, firework company or something?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Some other news. WWE is planning Jericho versus Nakamura in return to Japan.
Ooh.
So after Mania, they'll go back to Japan and have that kind of
I'd be okay with that one.
Yeah, I'll be all right over there. There'll probably be a live special or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we got in NXT, I don't know if you watch NXT this week, we got No Way Jose vignette. Woo, I can't wait for another dancing character.
No way. Jose.
Yeah.
It was
this is going to be horrible.
really bad.
After Mania, there's supposed to be a brand split. Raw and SmackDown going different directions, which is needed.
It's good.
You got to bring the world title back, though. You do?
Yeah. Or the Intercontinental Champion is your main focus on SmackDown, which isn't a bad thing. If you can, if you actually have someone like if Kevin Owens could probably run a show on SmackDown.
Oh, Kevin Owens can.
Would
run
I
want
to see him on SmackDown? No, I want to see him on Raw because I like him.
Well, the rumor right now is he would be on Raw.
And
Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns would go SmackDown.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, no. KO's got to be on Raw, dude. He's the guy.
But Ambrose too, man.
But you can still do a SmackDown and have Ambrose be the man.
Yeah, I like the way it is too. But I think they need a brand split. They really need it because SmackDown's dying. And two, I think it would make it more interesting. It would make the pay-per-views more interesting if they did that. I really do.
Here's the reason they need to split them. Okay? If you guys don't know, when they do live events, they do 3 different live events. Okay? They take, like, for example, that network, the Roadblock special they had. They took AJ Styles and Kevin Owens off of that and put them, who has no rivalry together, and putting them on a live event in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Yeah. When they come to Charlotte, do you remember when they came to Charlotte? We had to see The Miz 3 times because they took the Wyatt family, they split them up, took Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan and put them on the other tour. Mm-hmm. If you split up the group like you should, you can have a SmackDown brand, you can have a Raw brand, and you have NXT. Then the people that are supposed to be on Raw will be on Raw only, and you can do rivalries. So if you do a live event, you're not watching somebody that doesn't have a rivalry going.
Yeah.
What makes wrestling great is the rivalries. We don't see that anymore because we take them and WWE schedules other events and screws us out of seeing who we didn't even get to see Dean Ambrose that night.
Nope.
And he had a rivalry against the Wyatt family.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It didn't make any sense. So,
well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we did get Reigns and Sheamus, though. At least we got the champion.
Right, we did get that rivalry, but everybody else didn't make. Paige and Charlotte made sense. But everybody else was like, oh, this is it? Jack Swagger had to fight as a face against.
Yeah, you're right. Raw has the pop wrestlers, and they need those wrestlers on SmackDown. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying, though. If you split them up, you can have good rivalries, and you can put Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose on SmackDown, or Seth Rollins, and you can flip-flop. Do it. I don't know about you guys, but I love when they had the WWE draft.
Yeah,
I liked it when they did the draft because it made it spicy. It made things a little bit spicy. It's true though. You stir things up a little bit.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, I did like the draft because it's like all of a sudden, like, let's say Edge was the champion. Oh no, he's going to SmackDown. Okay, and now I got to watch SmackDown. It was fine.
And for people that say there's no way Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns can be on SmackDown,
yeah,
I beg to differ. Go back and look at Edge. Go back and look at Triple H.
Yeah, you can get some of the new guys too. NXT could. Right. It'd be a great way to bring up NXT.
Well, that's another way. You bring these guys up, they can actually have a story.
Yeah,
they can have a story in SmackDown. They don't have to be on both. They can be on one show and concentrate on that one show. It makes it better.
Yeah.
Look at the ratings. The ratings are always better when there was split.
Yeah.
And don't tell me I'm wrong. Some other news. The Undertaker, his 51st birthday, he received a Hell in a Cell birthday cake. Happy birthday, Mark. If you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook page. It's great. Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, Taker.
Yeah. So, anyway, that is our little news segment.
All right.
You ready to go into what ifs?
Let's do it.
Nasty. Nasty.
What if? What if? What if? What if?
Too dirty to clean my act up.
Dad Triple H won't let them. This week's what if, it's going to be kind of new what if.
Oh.
What if Eric Young does come to WWE?
Nothing.
Where does he go?
He becomes the next Daniel Bryan.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Well, you know what's funny? At the same time, Daniel Bryan was the big champion here. Eric Young was the bearded champion in TNA.
I mean, does it not make sense? I could see him doing the yes chants and everything, man. I mean, seriously. See, JoJo agrees, and JoJo's a Daniel Bryan fan.
Dude, I didn't know that.
I literally think that it would happen. I don't see him getting pushed, though. Like, I see him getting pushed maybe as an Intercontinental. That's
Eric
it.
Young is not that good.
No, he's not.
Daniel Bryan, okay, listen. I'm not a huge Daniel Bryan fan. He is a good wrestler, not great on the mic.
Yeah.
Eric Young is neither. He's not good on the mic, and he's not good in the ring.
No.
He's okay. And he does a pile driver. All right, he's going to have to redo that because they ain't going to let you do a pile driver in WWE.
No one can do a pile driver anymore.
So, they will have to change his character. And they ain't going to do the yes chant again. Not with him. They won't do it with him. He's 36. He doesn't have this. He is more of a barroom brawler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just.
He'd be good in a tag team.
In a tag team, yeah, sure.
Be all right with it.
But I could see him going to NXT. I wouldn't see him going straight to the roster.
Yeah. It's like you said earlier, he'd be Rhino.
Yeah.
He would be a Rhino.
Put him and Rhino as a tag team. There you go.
Yeah.
He will fit in perfectly in ECW
Yeah.
back in the day. I see him going Global Force anyway. The second one, what if Bobby Roode comes to WWE? Say they do sign him to a 2-year deal. What happens?
He becomes Intercontinental Champion that quick.
You think so?
Yeah. I say you have a feud with him and Kevin Owens. You bring him in as a face, and then you turn him heel. And, he's a good talker. He's good in the ring. I would love to see him and AJ Styles have a match, him and Kevin Owens, hell, him and Sami Zayn. All of them would be great. Dean Ambrose,
I could see a great rivalry with him and Ambrose. I really could. Dude, they would fit each other's style.
Yeah.
It would almost be it would be better than him and James Storm in TNA.
Yeah.
And they had a very good rivalry in TNA.
Yeah.
When they split up.
Oh, when they split from Beer Money?
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I would love to see him as Cena, even. The it factor versus you can't see me.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
But I don't think he'll do it because the work schedule.
No. That's the main issue is the work schedule itself. He doesn't want to work that many days. There's no way. If he's already telling us he's tired, he's not going to work that. He's not going to work that schedule. There's no way.
Now, all this could be smoke, and he actually wants to go to NXT or Raw.
Could be. Could be just a way of him saying, so he doesn't break any ties with TNA. I don't know.
The only way I think he'll actually go to WWE is they put him against AJ Styles. If AJ pushed for him to come, I think then they will sign him.
That's the only way it'll happen.
I hope we haven't seen the last of Bobby Roode, but it's going to be tough, I think.
I don't think we have.
All right. You ready to go into this week?
Sure.
History?
Yeah. A lot of WrestleManias? Yeah.
Yeah. WWF 1997 held WrestleMania 13 in Rosemont, Illinois. It was Undertaker defeated Psycho Sid.
Yeah, there you go. Your Psycho Sid reference of the day.
That's right. March 23rd, 2001, 15 years ago. WWF purchases rival WCW for $2.5 million. 2001. I was going to say this earlier. Gorgeous George, today, March 24th, was born George Wagner in Nebraska. And, of course, who is his nephew? You don't know?
No. Flair?
No, it's Meister.
That's okay. Is that really?
Yeah. 1965 today. We already mentioned it. Undertaker was born in Houston, Texas. 1991, March 24th, WWF held WrestleMania 7 in L.A. It was Hogan versus Slaughter for the WWE title.
1991.
Yep. 1996, March 24th, WCW held Uncensored in Tupelo, Mississippi. Main event was Mega Powers defeated the Alliance to end Hulkamania, which was Flair, Anderson, Ming, the Barbarian, Lex Luger, Kevin Sullivan, Z Gangster, and the Ultimate Solution in a Doomsday Cage match. One of the worst ideas ever.
Okay, you lost me after Uncensored, and then you said
It was
Doomsday.
Uncensored in the main event. It was the Mega Powers, Hogan and Savage, against the Alliance to end Hulkamania, which included Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Ming, the Barbarian, Lex Luger, Kevin Sullivan, Z Gangster, and the Ultimate Solution.
I'm sorry, Z Gangster?
Yes, that was his name.
As a real person?
Yes, that was a real wrestler. That's how bad this match was.
Yeah. Okay.
Ring of Honor 2006 held Best in the World, New York. The main event, it was Kenta and Naomi Chu defeated Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe in a tag team match.
Oh, really?
2001, March 26th, WCW held the very last episode of Monday Nitro in Florida. Then 1988, March 27th, WWF held WrestleMania 4 at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City. And, of course, Savage won the belt.
Yep. The Mega Powers were born.
That's right. One last thing, and then we're going to finish the show.
And now it's time
It's
for
easy.
Superstars of the Week.
I know, like you, I got a star this week, so I'm going to hand it out. Are you ready? Go ahead.
Ambrose.
That's it?
That's it. He gets all 3 stars.
Really? You can't give one person all 3. Who else you got?
What do you mean I can't give all?
Is that really you give him all 3 stars? All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give Ambrose 1. No, I can't give him more. I give him a half a star. I'm going to actually change 3 stars to 4. I'm going to give 3.5 to Kevin Owens. KO Mania gets 3.5 stars.
No.
Yes. Great performance this week by KO.
Yeah.
I really cannot wait for Seth Rollins to come back, and then I can split up the stars.
No, you still won't.
Yeah. No, I will. You know how it goes. Every week it'll be the 2 of them gets the stars.
Yeah, you did that before he left.
Or Becky will get one too.
Yeah, why didn't she get one this week? She was there.
Because KO put on a great performance. I had to go with that. You got anything else?
No, I'm good, man.
You good this week?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'll give one to AJ Styles. There you go.
You give one to AJ Styles?
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, we're going to head out. Nothing else?
No, nothing else, man.
All right.
I'm good.
Thank you, everybody on Periscope, for sticking around, enjoying the show with us. Don't forget next week's Top 5. Tweet us at WWA Show. Have a great week. Enjoy wrestling, and get ready for Mania. We're at the home stretch.
All right. See you guys next week.
See you later. Have a good week.
Yeah.